Hi, I'm Bonnie Spindler, the Victorian specialist, and I'm here in the Panhandle of Golden Gate Park. And I'm here to talk about the earliest origins of San Francisco and how it expanded west through our city. And in the context of that, about a house, 1212 Fell Street. Today we're going to talk about the history of San Francisco, and tomorrow we're going to get to take a look at 1212 Fell. Here in the north of Panhandle. It's called the Panhandle because it's a long strip of park that runs out of the Golden Gate Park. Originally, when they designed the park, it was supposed to go all the way down to Van Ness. But when the citizenry realized that they had to tear down the Oak Street fire station and the beautiful Sacred Heart Church that's a copy of a Venetian church, they protested, and the park ended where it ends today. So let's go back for a minute to the very beginnings of San Francisco. Go on. So we know that in 1776, there was the Presidio and Mission Dolores. And then fast forward to 1850s, the city starts building in the northeast of the city. And believe it or not, it was a long walk through sand dunes from the old part of the city to like Mission Dolores. But eventually the city filled up and started to grow, and it got to the point where they were out of space in the traditional part of the city. And so they decided to add on to San Francisco, and they called it the Western Addition to San Francisco. So when they got to the Western Addition, they realized that there were very few parks in San Francisco at all, throughout the entire city, and especially in the old part of the city. And so they decided to commission basically an eminent domain and take 1,000 acres of already pre-owned land from other people, pay them for it, and create Golden Gate Park. That's where we're standing today. This is called the Panhandle, as I described earlier. It's a narrow strip of land, and Central Park was well admired in San Francisco, so we created Golden Gate Park to be like Central Park, and the Panhandle is very much like Central Park West. Grand homes lining the park. So tomorrow we are going to look at a grand Victorian that is literally on the corner of Fell Street and Divisadero, which is the first block of the Western Addition. And it is opulent and gorgeous, and literally one of the earlier homes of the Western Addition, 1888. So a contractor bought 2 lots and built 2 houses on it. They were twins, and tomorrow we're going to take a look at that. In the meantime, you can see that the dog and I are enjoying the solstice, and we will see you tomorrow at 1212 Fell Street to see one of the first houses in the Western Addition to the city.